Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. Like sometimes there's more heartbreak than happiness in sports. And the good times, that's what makes you come back and that's what makes you work harder. And, you know, like the team was amazing. The atmosphere in our room was great. We all got along really well. But at the end of the day, the 3 Solheim Cups that I have been on, we haven't brought the cup back. And that's always the main goal. You know, hopefully we can do it back in the States.
I think you over-prepare until the week of, and then you kind of have to let things play out.
I felt like I was as prepared as I could possibly be as a captain in 2023, but you never know what you're going to be faced with.
The little things matter a lot because they add up. I want the team room to feel right. I want them to walk into their rooms at their hotel and be like, wow, this is cool. You know, it sets the mood for the week of what that feels like when you walk in there.
Well, every night in Spain, I kind of had a handwritten note. I always enjoyed that when I got that from my captains, like coming back to the team room, and there was like a special message lying there that kind of gave you a good feel as you went to sleep. So that's something that I passed on. And there were quotes. Sometimes there were my own quotes. Sometimes there were quotes that I really think is very inspirational.
Those details matter a lot more than you would ever think, or than I would ever have thought. So we have designed all the outfits, and we have looked at the smallest details on these outfits which you wouldn't pay attention to, but that we know is there. For instance, some of the buttons on the skirts were not a round button, but it was a star. There's just so many tiny, tiny details, but for the week of as well, all these girls are getting gifts every day, and Suzanne was making these notes, which was all her. These notes were all her.
I kind of had a theme last year of I wanted the girls to learn the history of the event. There were a lot of touches to the bag. There were stars for every American that had played in the Solheim Cup. There were stripes for the 13 past captains that we've had. One of our founders passed away, and so I put a rubber ducky on the bottom of the bag for her. Ducks were her favorite animal. Just to learn the history of the Solheim Cup and why it's important. What does it mean to represent the United States of America?
Stacey won't leave anything to chance. No stone will go unturned in order for her to collect all of the data and everything she needs for that perfect 12 to go out and win.
I tried to instill in the girls, I'm like, half a point. Half points are huge. You know, you get on that 18th tee, you got a chance for half a point, you fight your tail off and go get that half point. And sure enough, we saw how important that half point was.
It's one to forget. No.
Our stats guy afterwards was just distraught. I couldn't find half a point for you, you know, and I'm like, we had a hole-in-one. We had a couple chip-ins for Europe. Like, there were some hole-outs that happened that if those don't happen, we probably win by 2. It's just those little things in Solheim Cups, and it's why you can have a team be heavily favored on paper, but yet this thing is close. You know, it's just because it's match play. It comes down to one day.
I really love stats. I really love numbers. I love how numbers tell a story. They'll tell you when somebody's about to play well. They'll also tell you when somebody's not playing well.
I'm a numbers person. I love looking at the numbers. I think the stats, it helped me make decisions. It helped me trust my decisions that I was making. It was a giant jigsaw puzzle, and for me, it created belief. It helped me show the players why. You know, why would you put us together? Why would you not put me with this person? And it was belief more than anything is what the stats created. You go back to Glen Eagles and watching Suzanne, the last match on the golf course, the last putt. You know, if she misses that putt, we win.
I think 2019 changed everything in terms of scale of the Solheim Cup.
To me, I think that was a defining moment, not only for Suzanne Pettersson, but that was the defining moment for the Solheim Cup.
Very well could come down to this match.
Katrina said some kind of words to her I couldn't hear.
You gotta win it.
You gotta win it. You Gotta win this 18. Trying to keep it to the left side to have a better angle. Has to win this hole.
They like it. Yep, right up there alongside, just behind.
Right next to Alex.
How good does she look as a captain's pick right now?
Sensational player, but an even better competitor. Comes down to these two putts. Europe is alive. This is it to win the cup.
And she's done it!
Together for the 2019 Solheim Cup winners, Team
I mean, it's insane when you think about all the matches that are played, all the work that goes into all of those points throughout the week, and it literally comes down to one putt. From a player side, that's what makes this event hard, is because you know that one putt or that one shot at the end of the week could decide the entire thing.
Those are the moments that all of a sudden give you legacy. Suzann Pettersson, not only as captain, she owns probably the most important moment of all time.
The captain's picks are so important because they are the glue for the team.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for the passion? Are you looking for form?
I'd love to have 12 fighters. That's what I want to see out of my team more than anything.
I love wearing my flag. Super competitive to be on that team. Trying to play well to get that spot.
The US captain, Stacey Lewis, has just named her 3 picks.
I'm joined now by Captain Suzann Pettersson. You're not going to wait a moment longer. Let's get to your first pick.